While we wait patiently for the upcoming baseball season, let's take a look and update those players closing in on some magic numbers. Ian Kinsler played just 87 games with the Padres in 2019, his only year in the National League. A herniated disc in his neck prevented him from a full season. That injury caused him to announce his retirement in December, stopping just short of becoming the 288th player to gain 2,000 career hits. He had a contract signed through the 2020 season, along with an option for 2021. Those players looking in that have a shot to join the club in the next couple of seasons: Yadier Molina finished last year at 1,963. He's 37 with 1 year left on his contract. Melky Cabrera has 1,962. The 35-year-old has elected to be a free agent for the 6th time in the last 8 seasons, and as of this recording has yet to sign with a new club. Adam Jones has quietly picked up 1,939 hits. Another first-timer in the National League, he played for Arizona in 2019 for $3 million. He's back on the market as a free agent in 2020. Ryan Braun has 1,933. He signed for next year with a mutual option or buyout in 2021. The 36-year-old has hinted that 2020 might be his final season playing. As for those already in the 2,000 hit club, Nick Markakis sat out for 6 weeks near the end of 2019 and currently is at 2,355 hits. He's entering the last year of his contract. Robinson Cano was bit by the injury bug a few times, not adding much production to the Mets. He's at 2,570. He's definitely slowed down since 2016. Per his current contract, he's due $24 million each of the next 4 years. I know. Miguel Cabrera acquired 139 hits in 136 games in 2019. He's 51st on the all-time hit list and is signed through 2023, set to receive $94 million total by the time he reaches 40. Albert Pujols climbed to 14th place with 3,202. He hasn't hit higher than 285 in his last 8 seasons, and his career batting average is now an even 300. Matt Holliday officially retired after not having signed with any Major League Baseball team during the 2019 campaign. Pete Alonso of the Mets became the 30th different player to amass 50 home runs in a single season, setting the record for most home runs by a rookie in the process. Nelson Cruz became the 57th player in history to hit 400 home runs. Minnesota picked up the $12 million team option for the 39-year-old, so we'll see him back at Target Field in the upcoming season. Edwin Encarnacion picked up his 400th, however injuries plagued a major rise up the all-time chart. He's in a respectable place at 414. The Yankees did not pick up his $20 million option for 2020. Instead, he's joined the White Sox for a 1-year, $12 million experiment. Miguel Cabrera is 23 home runs away from 500. He would be the 28th player to join the club, though he hit just 12 this past year. Albert Pujols picked up 23 home runs in 2019, upping his career total to 656. He's owed $59 million over the next and possibly last 2 seasons. So let's get ready to see him reach some big milestones as he wraps up a first-ballot Hall of Fame career. Those on the radar for 400 home runs: Ryan Braun has 344, Jay Bruce is at 312, and Giancarlo Stanton has already compiled 308 at just 29 years of age. Albert Pujols gathered 22 doubles as part of his 120 hits last year, giving him 5,863 total bases for his career, good for 5th place, passing Ty Cobb and positioning him 113 behind Barry Bonds for 4th all-time. Miguel Cabrera is still looking to get into this exclusive club, currently at 4,857 total bases. Stanton and Freddie Freeman have a shot at 5,000 total bases as well. Andrew McCutchen jumped around to different franchises the last couple of seasons and missed a large portion of 2019. He is just shy of 2,800 and is signed through 2022. Jay Bruce is over 2,700 with 12 years in the league and only 32 years of age. Mike Trout eclipsed 2,500 in his first 9 seasons. Dee Gordon finished 2019 with 330 career thefts. Elvis Andrus is at 302. Now a member of the Braves, Billy Hamilton is at 299. Rajai Davis of the Mets is the current active leader with 415. However, he put up 0 in just 29 games last season and might announce his retirement soon. CC Sabathia retired from the game, but not before striking out his 3,093rd victim, moving him ahead of John Smoltz for 16th on the all-time list. Justin Verlander, author of 2 Cy Youngs and now 3 no-hitters, also picked up career strikeout number 3,000 last year and is now the current active leader with 3,006. The only other time that 2 pitchers entered the 3,000 strikeout club the same season was 1981, when Tom Seaver and Steve Carlton did it, and did so within 2 weeks of one another. Max Scherzer has averaged 272 strikeouts over the last 5 years. He's only 34 and signed through the next 2 seasons. He'll most likely hit the mark by 2021. Zach Greinke, at 35, settled into Houston after struggling with a high ERA during his stint in Arizona. But his strikeout per 9 ratio rose a bit in 10 appearances. Here's another guy owed a ton over the next 2 years, $70 million through 2021. Cole Hamels seems to have been playing forever, yet he won the World Series MVP in just his sophomore season and is only 35. He's averaged a $21 million a year payout since 2014. With a 16-19 record in 59 games over the last 2 years, his star power has diminished slightly, but he could be a solid starter in Atlanta. They certainly hope so for the $18 million they're paying for 1 season. Felix Hernandez, after winning a Cy Young Award, throwing a perfect game, and twice capturing the ERA title, has fallen sharply over the last 4 years and wasn't able to reach 160 innings pitched or 130 strikeouts in any of them. He spent just 87 days in the IL, not enough to pick up the Mariners' $1 million option for 2020. He will receive that tidy sum should he make the Atlanta Braves roster after recently signing a minor league contract with the club. Clayton Kershaw is just 31, and though he put up a respectable win-loss record and strikeout per 9 mark in 2019, recorded his highest single-season ERA since his rookie campaign. He signed through 2021 at a modest $31 million per year. However, his career postseason marks aren't that great. A record of 9-11 and an ERA of 4.43. Chris Sale picked up career strikeout number 2,000 in 2019, in the fewest number of innings for any pitcher to ever reach that mark. He'll turn just 31 in March, and with a contract set through 2024, is very much on his way to 3,000. Verlander is atop the active career wins list, but age and the use of middle relievers are factors that weigh against all pitchers looking to hit this magic milestone. What is going on in the career saves department? After an influx of relievers flooded the 300 club, it seems gaining entry and moving up has become quite the challenge. Kirby Yates was the only pitcher in the major leagues to record 40 or more saves in 2019. The last time only one pitcher hit that mark was 1995. Kenley Jansen finally picked up save number 300. He's averaged 34 in his first 10 years. Also averaging 34 saves in his first decade, Aroldis Chapman has a shot. In 2019, he posted his highest total since 2013. Fernando Rodney moved up to 17th place all-time, though he recorded only 2 saves in 2019. He's 42, a free agent, and hasn't been that effective during the last 2 years. Craig Kimbrell got back in the saves game, picking up 13 with the Cubs. He appeared in 23 games before heading to the IL. He signed through the next 2 seasons and is 13th on the all-time saves list. Francisco Rodriguez's stint in the Mexican League lasted just 1 month. He's currently at 437 and might just hang it up before too long. The San Francisco Giants put together 77 wins in 2019, giving manager Bruce Bochy number 2,000 for his lengthy career, thus becoming the 11th ever to do so. Dusty Baker will return to managing, this time with the Astros. He has won 1,863 games, which is good for 15th place all-time, and will turn 71 in June. Terry Francona, who signed an extension with Cleveland through 2022, has 1,667 wins, currently 18th all-time. He's a 2-time Manager of the Year and managed 2 World Series champions. With those 77 victories, the Giants increased their lead of most franchise wins and and have been joined by the Cubs in the 11,000 victory department. The Phillies would be the next club to amass 10,000 wins. They're the only franchise with 11,000 losses. The Braves, Pirates, Cubs, and most recently Reds are the only other clubs with 10,000 or more losses in their history. The 2020 campaign can't get here quick enough, no matter which franchise you root for. We'll be watching as these players continue to string together impressive lifetime numbers. Let's move out of the baseball realm for a few and talk other sports. In the NBA, Greg Popovich is currently third all-time in NBA coaching victories. He's signed for the next 3 seasons, and even if his teams only put up 45 wins per, he still has a shot to finish his career top of the list. Some believe he will only coach through the 2020 Olympics. He turned 71 at the end of January. Also in the NBA, LeBron James is now third all-time in points scored. The feat will be remembered more for the somber day after he passed Kobe Bryant. Since leaving Miami, he's averaged 1,874 points over the last 5 full seasons. He's about 4,600 behind the top spot, so we're talking less than 3 seasons at that rate. He just turned 35, but has also played in 239 playoff games, or the equivalent of about 3 full regular seasons, so there's a lot of mileage on his wheels. Kevin Durant is out for this 2019-2020 campaign, but will return next season in Brooklyn. He's a guy I see reaching the 30,000 point plateau, and would be the 9th to reach it. I'm including Dr. J's combined points total in the list, which also includes his ABA numbers. Through Durant's first 9 seasons in the league, he has recorded less than 1,500 points just once, during an injury-riddled 2015. He'll turn 32 by the time he's ready for action. In the NHL, Jaromir Jagr is third in goals scored with 766. He has played in the Czech Republic since 2018. Will he return to the league? Might a team take a gamble on a 48-year-old for one more shift? Alex Ovechkin will become the 8th player ever to score 700 career goals. He's averaged 48 goals in his last 6 complete seasons, and at 34, given at least 4 to 5 more seasons, has a good shot to reach 800 and beyond. On the NFL's regular season coaching wins list, Bill Belichick is third all-time, but has a ways to go before he catches George Halas's second-place mark of 318. Andy Reid became the 8th coach to record 200 regular season wins. He's currently 6th behind Paul Brown to reach 6th place. Quarterbacks in the passing yardage list have been moving around all over the last few years. Drew Brees, after being sidelined for 6 weeks, went back to extending his own record. Tom Brady is about 2,900 yards behind the number 1 slot, and even at 42, again had one of those years. Eli Manning became the Giants' backup for the majority of the year, and is now officially retired. Big Ben was out for the season. Phillip Rivers, though the Chargers posted a 5-11 record, passed for over 4,000 yards for the 11th time in his last 12 years, passing Eli and Ben. Brees, Brady, and Rivers are all in line for a new contract. Will they stay, move on, or retire and become a color analyst? Matt Ryan became quarterback number 10 to eclipse the 50,000 passing yards mark, and did so in the second fewest number of games ever. Keep your eyes on Aaron Rodgers. He's averaged 4,200 yards over his last 4 seasons in which he started every game, and has just under 47,000 yards for his career. Frank Gore passed Barry Sanders for 3rd place all-time in rushing yards. Adrian Peterson moved past Jerome Bettis, LaDainian Tomlinson, and Curtis Martin to grab the 5th position. LaShawn McCoy is the next highest active and could reach the 13,000 club. He's 31 years of age and has 11,000 career yards. Larry Fitzgerald is 2nd all-time to Jerry Rice for career reception yards and will most likely remain there. Julio Jones and Deshaun Jackson might have a shot at 15,000 for their career, but are a few steps away. What did I omit? Any other player or stat you'd like to see mentioned? Feel free to let me know. Thanks for hanging out.